So this recording is about continuous compounding. Now that we have a solid understanding of compound interest, we can now proceed to the next topic. So let me first read the definition. Continuous compounding is present when the duration of the compounding period becomes infinitely small and m, the number of times interest is compounded per period, becomes infinite. So yung continuous compounding, it is a theoretical limit or the ideal limit of compounding process. So in the standard compound interest kasi, we have a discrete intervals. Yun yung annually, semi-annually, quarterly. So the idea here is what if yung discrete intervals na yon approaches to 0. For example, we have a compounding per hour, per minute, per seconds, or even per nanoseconds. So, yung process natin is nagiging instantaneous and continuous siya. So, from that, the interest is added to the principal at every possible instant. Now, magkakaroon tayo ng bagong formula and that is F is equals to P times E raised to NR times N. And for the present amount, kinuha lang natin siya dun sa formula ng future amount that is F over E raised to NR times N. And of course, we have a new formula for effective rate that is E raised to NR times N minus 1. So, didiscuss ko lang briefly saan nakuha yung ating formula. No, bakit siya nagkaroon ng Euler's number? So, yung standard formula natin na F is equals to P times 1 plus NR over M raised to nm, dito lang po galing yung ating formula for continuous compounding. So, ang ginawa natin is, manipulate natin yung expression in a sense na ang itsura na niya is E is equals to, yung definition ng E, that is equals to the limit of 1 plus 1 over x raised to x as x approaches to infinity. So, kailangan ma-manipulate natin or maiayos natin yung formula ng compound interest into this expression. So, ang mangyayari, pag inayos natin to, so gagamit tayo ng mga mathematical rules para ma-manipulate natin yung formula and magkakaroon siya ng gantong ayos, no? F is equals to P times the limit of 1 plus 1 over M raised to m as m approaches to infinity. And naka-raise siya sa nr times n. Okay, so ganyan yung kakahinatnan ng ating formula kapag inayos natin siya. Tatandaan lang natin na yung ating E, may definition siya na limit of 1 plus 1 over x raised to x as x approaches to infinity. So, ito lang naman yun. Tatandaan lang natin siya ng E. So, we have F is equals to P. Itong buong expression na to, magiging Euler's number na siya. Then, that is NR times the number of periods. So, doon lang siya galing, yung ating formula. Yan lang naman yung mga kailangan natin tandaan for continuous compounding. Now, let's proceed to our examples. So, let's have number 1. What is the effective interest rate of a nominal rate 6% compounded continuously? So, before I start, I hope na meron tayong calculator para masundan natin yung ating solving. So, let's have this example. Ang given natin is nominal rate 6% compounded continuously. So, kunin daw natin yung effective rate nun. So, we have nominal rate of 6%. Yung ating compounding period is continuously. So, yung formula natin for effective rate, that is, effective rate is equals to E raised to NR times N minus 1. So, isa-substitute lang natin yung ating nominal rate. So, we have E raised to 0.06. Yung N natin, di ba? Yung effective rate, it is an annual effective rate. So, annual, yung N natin dito ay 1. Laging 1 yan. Okay. So, compute natin, we have E raised to 0.06 minus 1. So, that is 6.1837%. So, this is our final answer for number 1. Okay? So, ganun na siya kadali. Let's have number 2. So, sa number 2, how much will you gain for an investment that pays 8% compounded continuously if you invested 5,000 for 2 years and for 65 months? So, kukunin natin dito yung interest kapag yung ating nominal rate is 8% compounded continuously. So, binigyan tayo ng dalawang situation that is for 2 years and for 65 months. Unahin natin yung 2 years. So, sulat muna natin yung ating present amount. We have 5,000. And our nominal rate is 8%. Okay? So, unahin natin si 2 years, no? So, at N is 2 years. Interest ang hinahanap dito. Ang formula lang natin for interest, diba laging future minus the present. So, hanapin natin si future. And this is F is equals to P times E raised to NR times N. Future is equals to 5,000 times E raised to yung ating compound interest, that is 8%. So, this is 0.08 times yung N natin, number of periods, that is 2. Okay, so let's solve this. Yung ating sagot dito, that is 5,000 times E raised to 0.08 times 2. Ang future natin is 5,867.5544. So, ima-minus lang natin siya sa ating present amount para makuha yung interest. So, that is 5,867.5544 minus 5,000. Our interest now is 867.5544. So, this is our final answer for 2 years. Now, let's proceed naman dun sa 65 months. So, N is 65 months. Pero 'di ba yung ating N dapat lagi siyang naka-in terms sa year. So dito i-divide lang natin siya sa 12. So that is 65 over 12. And ulitin lang natin yung formula natin kanina, that is F is equals to P times E raised to NR times N. So substitute lang natin yung mga given. We have 5,000 times E raised to 0.08 times 65 over 12. Type natin siya sa calculator. We have 5,000 times E raised to 0.08 times 65 over 12. So, ang sagot natin dito ay 7,711.9513. So, minus lang natin siya sa present amount na 5,000. So, ang interest natin is 7,711.9513 minus 5,000. So, compute natin yung interest. We have interest na 2,711.9513. So, this is our interest. Now, let's have number 3. Sheldon and Missy both invest $5,000 for 10 years at 10% per year. Compute the future worth for both individuals if Sheldon receives annual compounding and Missy receives continuous compounding. So, sa number 3, ko-compare natin yung future amount ni Sheldon and Missy. So, si Sheldon, siya ay mayroong compounding annually. Si Missy naman is continuous compounding. So, ang present amount natin sa problem na to, we have 5,000. So, we have $5,000 and yung ating duration or yung ating period is 10 years. Nominal rate natin is 10%. Okay? So, unahin natin yung kay Sheldon. So, si Sheldon, ang NR niya is 10% compounded annually. While si Missy naman is same lang sila ng nominal rate, that is 10%, pero si Missy continuous compounding. So, gagamit tayo dito ng standard natin na formula for compound interest, that is F is equals to P times 1 plus NR over M raised to NM. So, unin natin yung future amount for Sheldon. So, this is 5,000 times 1 plus NR natin is 0.10 over 1. So, di ko na ilalagay. Then, raised to 10 times 1. So, that is 10 lang. Okay, so for future amount kay Sheldon, ang ating sagot ay 5,000 times 1 plus 0.10 raised to 10. So, we have 12,000. We have 12,968.7123 So, this is the future amount for Sheldon. Kunin natin yung future amount ni Missy. Okay, kung mas malaki ba or mas mababa. So, we have F is equals to P times E raised to NR times N. So, we have present amount na $5,000 times E raised to 0.10 times 10 years. So, ang future amount natin dito, that is 5,000 times E raised to 0.10 times 10. So, dito we have 13,599.4091. So, papansin natin na mas malaki yung kay Missy. So, makikita natin na mas malaki ang continuous compounding compared doon sa ating compound interest lang. So, let's have our last example. Number 4, compute the equivalent nominal annual interest compounded continuously if the effective rate is 4%. So, dito sa number 4, kukunin lang natin yung nominal rate. So, ang given sa'yo is effective rate. So, gagamit ka ng formula na effective rate is equals to E raised to NR times N minus 1. So, of course, yung formula for continuous compounding. So, given si 4%, so, substitute lang natin. We have 0.04 is equals to E raised to, ito yung missing natin, yung NR. Then, of course, yung N natin, that is 1. Kasi nga, this is effective rate. Minus 1. Okay? So, we have 0.04 is equals to E raised to NR minus 1. So, transpose lang natin yung negative 1. So, magiging 1.04 is equals to E raised to NR. So, nagkaroon tayo ng E raised to NR is equals to 1.04. So, paano natin tatanggalin yung NR dun sa exponent? Gamit tayo ng ln E raised to X. Okay, so ang ln E raised to X kasi, that is equivalent to X. So i-ln natin siya both sides. So, that is ln E raised to NR is equals to ln 1.04. So, yung ln E raised to NR, that is equivalent to NR. So, magkakaroon ka ng ln 1.04. So, that is ln 1.04 is equivalent kay 0.039. So, times lang natin sa 100. So, that is 3.9221%. So, this is our final answer for number 4.